Yo, what is UP Clipsy fam? Get ready, because we're diving headfirst into the hottest stories shaping your world right now. First up, we've got Ralph on The Voice, channeling his late grandfather's legacy with every note. Then, hold up, Snoop Dogg is not hitting the Valley stage in Melbourne, but he is about to light up the AFL Grand Final. And speaking of The Voice, Aiden Ross just dropped an Adele cover that had Snoop Dogg and the whole crew losing their minds. Plus, Snoop Dogg himself is showing off mad footy skills with Collingwood stars ahead of his massive MCG performance. You do not want to miss this. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Ralph's incredible journey on The Voice begins. This season of The Voice is heating up, and one contestant, Ralph, is bringing a story filled with heart and a deep connection to his roots. His passion for music ignited at a tender age, inspired by his beloved grandfather, known affectionately as Honey Grandpa. Though his grandfather passed away when Ralph was just 7, the singer has always felt his presence, finding comfort and motivation in signs that remind him of his legacy. Initially drawn to sports, Ralph's path took a musical turn when he joined the college choir at Fresno City College. This pivotal experience opened doors to touring France and competing in local talent shows, solidifying his dedication to a life in music. Today, Ralph leads his own band, Vibe Check, a group that masterfully blends genres and has cultivated a devoted fanbase, with unwavering support from his fiancée, Christina. Driven by a profound desire to honor his family's heritage and carry forward his grandfather's memory, Ralph has long aspired to perform on the Voice stage. Now, he's ready to share his voice, his heartfelt emotions, and his unique story with the entire world. Fans are already buzzing about Ralph's emotional backstory and his powerful connection to his grandfather, with many rooting for him to go all the way. Don't go anywhere, because the drama is just getting started. Next up, a major music icon might be skipping a big event in Melbourne. Snoop Dogg's Melbourne plans take an unexpected turn. Reports were swirling that the legendary Snoop Dogg was slated to perform at Moonee Valley on Grand Final Eve, adding an extra layer of excitement to the racing festivities. Snoop Dogg is already in Melbourne, gearing up for his performance as pre-game entertainment at the massive AFL Grand Final held at the MCG on Saturday. However, Michael Browell, the CEO of Moonee Valley Racing Club, confirmed on Sen Track and RSN's Giddy Up that the rapper will not be appearing at the Valley. Browell expressed his disappointment, noting the significant buzz and positive feedback the initial offer generated, and admitting they were confident just yesterday. The initial plan involved Snoop making an appearance earlier in the evening before heading to another commitment in the city. The club had pitched for him to do a bit earlier, around 7 p.m. for a DJ set, believing it would have been a huge hit with the punters and would have attracted a different crowd. The news has left fans disappointed, especially those who were hoping to catch him at the Valley. Social media is alight with fans expressing their disappointment, with many wishing Snoop Dogg could have fit in the extra performance. But Snoop's Melbourne adventure is far from over. Next, a rising star on The Voice has the coaches, including Snoop himself, absolutely stunned. Aiden Ross stuns The Voice coaches with an Adele cover. Taking on an Adele song for a blind audition on The Voice is a bold move, but for 20-year-old Aiden Ross from College Station, Texas, it paid off spectacularly. His soulful rendition of Adele's Love in the Dark immediately captivated the coaches, securing him a coveted 4-chair turn. Snoop Dogg was the first to hit his button, closely followed by Michael Bublé, Reba McEntire, and Niall Horan. The coaches were mesmerized from the very first note, with Niall Horan praising Ross for making the song his own and hitting challenging notes with apparent ease. Reba McEntire described his performance as mesmerizing, while Michael Bublé highlighted his beautiful voice and the enchantment he cast over all 4 coaches. Snoop Dogg, feeling an instant connection, even dropped a quick rap, declaring, "That's Ross the boss, so it's our win and your loss, but what is the cost?" Despite Snoop's persuasive pitch and a rap to seal the deal, Aiden Ross ultimately chose Niall Horan as his coach for season 28. The internet is exploding with praise for Aiden Ross's vocal talent, with many calling his audition one of the best of the season. And Snoop Dogg isn't just making waves on The Voice. get ready for him to hit the field with some Aussie rules football legends. Snoop Dogg shows off his surprising AFL skills. American rap icon Snoop Dogg has landed in Melbourne and wasted no time immersing himself in local culture, even trying his hand at Australian rules football. Ahead of his highly anticipated performance at the AFL Grand Final, the 53-year-old rapper met with Collingwood stars Josh and Nick Dacos on the hallowed turf of the MCG. After receiving some tips from the brothers, Snoop demonstrated he's more than just a musical maestro, sinking a goal from the boundary line, much to the delight of his entourage. He also took time to chat with the Dacos brothers and sign autographs before leaving with a football in hand. Snoop's performance is expected to be a historic event in AFL history, featuring global hits like Gin and Juice and Drop It Like It's Hot, supported by a lineup of local artists including Tash Sultana, Baker Boy, Vera Blue, and Mike Brady. Despite some controversy surrounding past lyrics, AFL CEO Andrew Dillon emphasized Snoop's status as a pioneer and entertainer, anticipating his performance to be one of the most iconic ever, especially for the massive crowd of 100,000 fans at the MCG. Footy fans and music lovers alike are buzzing about Snoop's AFL debut and his performance, with many anticipating an unforgettable show. That's all the buzz for today. But stick around for a super fast recap and a massive call to action. Alright Clipsy fam, that was a whirlwind. We saw Ralph bring his A-game to The Voice, Snoop Dogg skipping Moonee Valley but ready to rock the AFL Grand Final, Aiden Ross absolutely slaying his Adele cover on The Voice, and Snoop Dogg showing off his footy skills with Collingwood. You've stayed locked in, now make sure you're always in the know. Smash that like button, subscribe to Clipsy for all the daily updates, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single second of the action. And hey, give us a follow on all our socials to keep the conversation going. We'll see you in the next one.